You probably have heard to wash your hands with soap for 20 to 30 seconds. You know what to do right now physically, but do you know what to do mentally? What you do inside of your head matters too. Every time we wash our hands, we're teaching things to our brains. And if we make hand washing into anxiety practice time, and it's all about reacting to fear and chasing certainty and control, then our very helpful, very logical brains are going to look for even more uncertainties to check on and control and get anxious about. That's only natural because that's what we've been teaching our brains to do. You see, I used to struggle with hand washing compulsions, and it started out simple enough. Very normally, I was just washing my hands to get rid of a dirty feeling. And I didn't want to pass on any germs or contamination or anything like that to other people. I was just trying to make sure that I wasn't hurting other people. I wasn't going to be responsible for that. But of course, I couldn't be sure of that. So then I would need to wash for longer. I would need to scrape harder. And when that wasn't enough, I would crank up the hot water so that essentially my hands would be burnt. I was burning my hands with the scalding hot water. And then when I would leave the washroom, I would use the pain, like that throbbing pain in my hands, to reassure myself that I had washed my hands and that they were clean. But then, of course, that wasn't enough, and my brain would throw up other reasons, other memories. I might have touched this contaminated thing, or maybe I was about to use something that I saw as important and maybe other people would interact with. So why not just go back and wash one more time? Because even though my hands were already in pain, well, maybe I missed a spot, or maybe it couldn't hurt to just wash again, or maybe a second time, or a third time, or a fourth time, and it was just more checking over and over, checking and controlling and checking and controlling. You're probably not doing that though, which is great. Do not go there. Just keep in mind that I didn't start with burning my hands under scalding hot water and scraping them until they were raw. It all started with normal hand washing, but normal hand washing fueled by fear. Now, really key here, I still wash my hands, but I don't struggle with any of the problems I did in the past. That was partly about changing what I was doing physically. I did change the way that I was washing my hands, but a lot of what I had to change was up here. It was about why I was washing my hands. And the big switch was learning to wash my hands fueled with gratitude and appreciation and love, instead of seeing my hands as these problems to fix, fueled by fear and control. It's this switch from fear to love that I suggest you try out for your mental health while you're taking care of your physical health and the physical health of those around you. And if you think that's weird to talk about feeling love towards your hands when you're washing them after using the toilet, I would say, well, consider why you would think it's normal to feel anxiety and fear while washing your hands. The results are going to be the same. You're going to wash your hands for 30 seconds either way, but what do you want to practice? When we practice washing our hands mindfully with love, the results for our mental health are going to be much better down the road. So let's take a few seconds, 30 of them, to wash our hands. So bring your mind to be with you when you start to wash your hands, not time traveling or ruminating in the past. You can use the sensation of contact between your hands as an anchor. Notice the physical sensation of contact. Try to notice the space between your hands. As the water runs over your hands, you can really appreciate the journey that it has been on to get here, to be useful and valuable to you right now. As you soap up your hands, really feel gratitude towards them. Your hands have done so much. Try to feel that gratitude all the way out to your fingertips. Can you notice each fingertip? Can you touch them? Can you feel compassion towards your hands? They have been cut and burned and squeezed and scraped. They have gone through so much with you. Give them love. Share it with every bump and wrinkle and scar that is lathered up now. And rinse them. Refresh them. You've been on so many adventures together, and you'll be on so many more adventures together. Enjoy that practice of swapping out fear for love and gratitude when you're washing your hands. And remember that mental health, it's not about having a diagnosis or an imbalance or something like that. Mental health really is like physical fitness. It's about the actions we're doing each day inside and outside of our heads that are determining the direction we take our mental or physical fitness. Sure, you have the genes that you have, but it's about what you do and how you do it and why you do it that's going to determine where your fitness goes. When we do anything each day, but especially actions that we do repeatedly, like washing our hands, we're teaching our brains, we're practicing with our brains. We're taking them in a direction. What are you going to practice with your brain? What direction are you going to take it?